Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, live on Channels Television Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. President Buhari directs Central Bank of Nigeria to stop providing foreign exchange for the importation of food, says the country has achieved food security. Leader of the proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria, Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaki and his wife arrive in India to begin their medical treatment. Presidential tax team completes decongestion of Apapa Road in Lagos to implement electronic call system for trucks as solution to gridlock. And activities at the Hong Kong International Airport remain at a standstill for a second day as anti-government protesters continue their occupation of the facility. For more information on our top stories and others, please visit our website. It's channelstv.com. YouTube.com/channelsweb has videos of all our shows. 3 persons have been reportedly killed and several others injured, allegedly by soldiers in the Sheri Olofi community in Kara area of Ogun State. The incident is said to have occurred last night during the celebration of the yearly Sheri Day festival. According to one of the residents, one of the victims, who was alleged to have been hit by a stray bullet, died instantly, while 2 others were rushed to hospital where they died from gunshot wounds. Confirming the incident to Channels Television, the Ogun State Police Command spokesperson Abimbola Oyeyemi explained that the 2 deaths have so far been reported at the divisional police station in the area, while investigations are on to establish what led to the killings. He, however, vowed that those behind the violence will be brought to book. Now let's move over to our Abuja studios, where Maokwe is standing by with more stories. Hello, Maokwe.
Hello, Melinda. It's good to see you and welcome our viewers to Abuja. Now, as the Eid-el-Kabir celebrations wind down, residents in the Federal Capital Territory are using the final day of the holiday to catch up with friends and family, regardless of religious affiliation. Some merrymakers at Funspots in Abuja say despite the hardship faced in the country, being alive is enough to celebrate. Our correspondent Kila Megwa reports.
It's a sunny day in the nation's capital as residents make the best of the final day of the Eid-el-Kabir holidays. As they troop into the Millennium Park for picnics and games, we catch up with a few fun seekers.
A lot of people that witnessed it last year are not here today to witness with us. So, alhamdulillah for that.
Yeah, I like the dancing.
You dancing?
Yes.
I celebrate because I'm alive. For the fact that the country is still here, we all know, but we, the children of the Most High God, we are exempted.
We find more merrymakers at the heavily guarded Magic Land Amusement Park. The children are fascinated by the fish on display. Get their faces painted and enjoy the many rides at their disposal.
We went to Funspots arcade and we played a lot. I bought some things and I like it. Yes, today was the best.
So you sad that the holiday is over?
Yes, somehow.
Why are you sad?
Because I want to enjoy much.
Does he know how much beating he will get?
With the many complaints by Nigerians on the hardships faced in the country, we asked the parents here how they can make out time to spend with the family, which isn't cheap at this amusement park.
We have to come together, and what happened to the country about this crisis all over the country, we have to stop it and go together and come back to Nigeria.
Yeah, the responsibility of taking care of our families solely depends on individual and our individual perspectives about what is happening around the environment. By the grace of God, we don't have any issue, any difficulties financially, by the help of God.
Eid al-Kabir may be a Muslim celebration. However, residents of the Federal Capital Territory, regardless of their religion, have used the opportunity since the celebration started on Sunday to unwind and spend time with friends and family. They've dared rainy mornings, a poor economy, and insecurity across the country to make sure they spend a lot of time with their friends this holiday season. And they are hopeful that things will be better as work resumes tomorrow. Kayla Magwa, Channels Television News.
Well, while Nigerians do that, international charity organization Oxfam wants Nigerians to spare a thought for the environment. They want them to embrace tree planting and other reforestation activities in order to tackle the threat of desertification. The organization, which launched the Pro-Silence Action Project in Ambosa District in Birnin Kebbi, the capital of Kebbi State, is encouraging residents of the area to plant at least a tree. Over 35,000 people have benefited from the project in Kebbi and Adamawa states.
According to the European Union, Nigeria loses over 1.5 million trees daily as a result of illegal logging. Nigeria is also among the nations with the highest desertification rate, losing about 60% of its primary forest, and that's according to a report published in the Journal of Ecology and the Natural Environment from the University of Ibadan. Kebbi is one of the 15 northern states most affected by drought and desertification, and this effort, supported by Oxfam International, aims to reclaim some land.
What I think can be done to curb the problem of deforestation is to actually plant more trees. And that is one of the reasons why Oxfam and Development Exchange Center, with support of the European Union, have embarked on this campaign to sensitize the public on the need to plant trees.
We can't quantify the damages that cutting down trees or climate change is bringing to our farmers, who are our own beneficiaries here. So we're trying to preach to them, to let them understand that this is so much very important to their own farming business as well. A whole lot of them suffer flood, a whole lot of them suffer a whole lot of garlic erosions. But we know that trees also support all of these erosions mitigations from happening.
Urbanization, climate change, overgrazing, and other natural factors are the major causes of desertification. Residents of this community have been engaging in cutting down trees for firewood. To reverse this trend, the people are encouraged to engage in afforestation activities such as tree planting.
The importance of tree planting in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. We are already being threatened by the desert, and if we continue to play with it, it can mean serious problems for us. If you watch early beginnings of the rainy season, whenever you have a storm coming, you look at the amount of dust that it brings about, covering everything, threatening everything. Each storm will be preceded by serious winds. If you have trees, they can stand as breakers against such a disaster.
This campaign has so far provided members of this community with over 260,000 tree seedlings. The aim is to empower the residents to take ownership of intervention and improve their agricultural activities.
Well, closely related to the environment is health. Over the last 6 years, Rainbow Specialist Medical Center has been building capacity to improve management and prevention of diabetes food complications through trainings and regular interactive sessions. The organizers of the workshop say this is necessary because diabetes mellitus is preventable.
This marks the beginning of a 5-day workshop organized by Rainbow Specialist Medical Center in collaboration with the World Walk Foundation. The health professionals in this room are exchanging ideas on how to reduce delays in getting appropriate food care to reduce the risk posed by diabetes.
On my left leg,
they say awareness on proper food care will help lessen the burden on persons living with the disease.
Nigeria they have the skill, the people with the skills here, the intelligence, they have enough doctors here. But what we are dealing with, the basic issue, we spend a lot of money and trying for an amputation. Why don't we spend less on the preventative manner. Hence these important programs.
For education is very important. Education of both the person suffering from diabetes and the healthcare providers as well at various levels, because education actually is the most important in diabetes care. It is not the tablets we write that is the most important.
Not so sweet anyway, because my life was so good before 2013, before that incident.
And those who've had surgical procedure performed to remove their limb shared their stories, leaving the room in a somber mood. The medical director of Rainbow Specialist Medical Center says the journey has been challenging so far, with some achievement recorded, but a whole lot more needs to be done.
2016, the Ministry of Health invited me to do a presentation on diabetes foods and the podiatry initiative and all that, which we did. And right now, like you heard from the meeting, there are several in the non-communicable disease space. The Ministry of Health, I understand, has funding from the World Diabetes Foundation and World Health Organization to put structures in place to help tidy our non-communicable disease space, especially as it applies to diabetes and hypertension. So things are changing.
Since its first workshop in 2014, Rainbow Specialist Medical Center has trained many personnel in different hospitals through the initiative.
When the News at 10 returns, Corporate Affairs Commission registers over 220,000 micro, small and medium enterprises in 10 months. Well, that's on Business News. Do join us again.